I heard a story several years ago from my Uncle Jim. Back in the Soviet Union, back I think it was '86, when they had the leak at the Chernobyl nuclear plant. It was a major catastrophe and crisis, and it was mitigated by the Russian firefighters, the Soviet firefighters. They were called in and they were told, you're gonna die, you're all gonna die, but you have to go in right now to save Russia from this devastation. And every single man went in. And I remember the story and it always stayed with me. And then you go through the years and that story stuck with me, and I always thought what heroes those men were. Well, when Uvalde happened this year, and I don't like to Monday morning quarterback police officers. I stay away from that. I've been on the job for 35 and a half years. I'm a very proud police officer, and I don't Monday morning situations. I try to look at everything from the officer's perspective, but the problem with Uvalde is they had the video, and the video was, it shocked me, it saddened me, it was horrific. Any police officer that cares about what we do and is in the right profession, because let's face it, there's people that just aren't in the right square peg in a round hole in life, in any walk of life, right? So I'm sure there's some police officers that went and looked at that sideways. Me, I looked at it and I wanted to vomit when I saw what they were doing out there. And I came into work all fired up, and I told our deputy chief, I said, we need to train every single person in this building to go in alone. And he said, Chief, we've done that already. We did. I said, no, we did not. We did not do it already. He said, Chief, we did it. I'll show you right here. I said, yeah, we trained them in partners. And I remember the big thing is backup will be there within 30 seconds, and you can wait 30 seconds to go in. You can't wait 30 seconds to go in. You can't wait 10 seconds to go in. Brandon Dowdy is our training coordinator, and he wears about 10 different hats around here. We literally go to him for everything, okay? He's a brilliant young man. I respect him greatly, but he handles all our training. So the deputy chief told me, he said, Brandon's gonna have a heart attack. I wanted everybody trained by Labor Day. And this was probably like, I think Uvalde was late May. And I said, look, I'm sorry. I don't manage like this and I don't lead like this. I want them to figure it out on their own, especially my top staff. And very rarely do I put my foot down. And I told our deputy chief, we will do this. You will get it done by Labor Day.
We managed to make it work. Working with Sergeant Camerzell and our training cadre, it's always a unified approach, and we understand the importance of this training. So facilitating the training is not difficult. The original philosophy of waiting for SWAT came from Columbine. They learned that was you can't do that anymore. Time is not on your side in these situations. And the main goal of this training is to get the officers to understand that time is critical. People are dying as we are waiting for backup, and they have to develop that internal cause of why are we here? Why are we in law enforcement? We have that public expectation for us to do our job at all times, and we do not have the luxury in these situations to wait for backup. So the whole goal of the training is to empower them with tactics and abilities to win the fight and to go in there and do something. Anything will help.
It starts with the hiring process. It starts with getting a feel for who we're hiring, and then it goes to our training program. When we turn them over to Lieutenant Dowdy and Dan Camerzell and Paul Fox, these are the guys that train these people. They'll pick up any deficiencies during the training period. Our training program, I'll put up against any in the country.
Our training focused on just basic close quarter battle techniques to win a gunfight from close proximity. And also it talks about the stressors of what you can be potentially facing in these situations.
We got more shots!
We also intensify the training as much as possible by doing simulation training, where it's actual force on force, where we use fake rounds where they're being shot at with something similar to paintball, and they're getting that feedback that what they're doing is wrong or what they're doing is right. And that stress builds confidence, and the big thing is just building confidence in this department. And I think that it was an extremely effective training, and we're going to continue to build off it. We have a strategy moving forward to work coordinated training with our fire department and work on our rescue task force and work on the stop the bleeding portion of a response to a mass shooting or a mass terroristic incident.
any major life decision like this, you have to make way in advance. I mean, I don't care if I'm in my sandals, I'm going, okay? And I've decided that a long time ago. And all of our officers have to know that. We're here to protect Shelby Township, and we will.
I have the luxury of actually seeing these officers operate in our training, and I'm fully confident in our officers' ability and how they've responded to our training. They have to work through that stress and the challenges that we face them, and they all responded exactly how we expected them to. And it's great to see. It's comforting to see as a trainer and also as a member of the administration. You know that we're doing the right things for the right reasons to fulfill the public expectation, and also for our officers to see their purpose, why they are officers, why they do what they do on a daily basis.
And the part that I love is that our Deputy Chief Jason Schmittler, another brilliant man, he came to me and he said, Chief, not only are we doing the training that you wanted, but we're putting in a matching written policy that tells them what they will do. So we're training them to go in alone, and we're also telling them you're going to go in per policy.
I think that we're constantly trying to let the public know that we're there to support them, so they have the peace of mind that our officers are here to not write just tickets. We're here for everyone's safety. That is our primary goal, is preservation of life. And on a daily basis, school year just started up. We're there high-fiving kids as they go into school, and we're there not only for that, but we're also there for their safety. And we're doing periodic checks throughout the school year. We're doing it to churches. We're doing it to make sure that people know that we are present and we are there for their safety.
Now that we have trained them, and now that we have the policy that tells them you are going to go in, I expect all of them to go in, and I will never have anyone do anything that I wouldn't do myself, okay? And if they need, I'll be the first one there, I can tell you that right now. So the answer is yes, they will go in, no questions asked, and I expect each one of them to.
I can't speak any higher than I already feel about our officers. They've been doing a phenomenal job with the training that we've facilitated so far. We have a lot of young officers with the amount of new hires that we've had, but they impress me more and more each day, and it's great to see they're taking everything we teach them, and they're trying to apply it on a daily basis, and they're acting courageously.
So you're going to have situations where we had to tweak these officers, you know what I mean? And our guys do a great job. Like I said, our training unit is probably one of the best functioning training units in the country, my observations, and I can speak after 35 and a half years and working in 3 departments. They know how to handle our people, and I'm sure they picked up deficiencies and they were corrected. So you get there, you grab your rifle, and you move in, and you eliminate the threat, period, as quick as you can, and that's what they were taught.